do you think really makes a great experience? Kyle, you talked about something, I put in a couple variables and it gives me something, an output that has utility.
Yeah.
Right. Natasha, you talked a bit about the social aspect of, talking to an impersonated bot and whatnot. What do you think really makes a great experience?
Well, for me, the one thing that whenever I'm going through bots, the one thing that always frustrates me is when I hit a dead end. Like this. For the most important thing about a bot is that it's convenient, right? For you, like that's the whole thing, is that it needs to be convenient and fast and not like annoy you or hinder you, right? And the one thing that gets frustrating, with customer service is when you get on a line and they say, okay, well, please hold, right? And then you're holding for like an hour, or they say, we'll get back to you. We'll have an answer for you in 2 days or something, right? And the same thing kind of happens inside of a bot. Like if I go to the bot for a certain answer and at some point in time I'm hitting a dead end, to me, that's the exact same thing as you putting me on hold for 8 hours, right? I've felt the same way about it. I get frustrated, and now I have to leave your bot, and you're probably going to message me again in the future anyways. And I'm going to have a sour taste in my mouth now because I couldn't continue on the conversation or get what I really wanted done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then for me, kind of the same thing, honestly. That's how we design all of our bots, to like constantly, kind of the motto is like to continue to pivot, right, until you've kind of exhausted all of the things that you could possibly engage with them on. Because as long as you can continue to gather that data and like interact with them longer, then there's a higher likelihood that they're going to interact with you next time you hit them up. Mm-hmm. So I'd say definitely agree with that. And then honestly, another thing too is just really giving the bot a unique persona and actually making the interaction meaningful. Because right now, a lot of the bots that we've gone through, and a lot of the ones that come out all the time, the persona that they're portraying sounds like a overly excited customer service representative, honestly. A lot of them use like tons of emojis that aren't necessarily related to what they're talking about. Like they use tons of exclamation points. And it's like, when do you ever talk to your friends like this? Like usually you're like not really, usually you're not like putting all of this excessive punctuation and like, maybe you're using emojis, but maybe you're using GIFs more often, and like whatever it is, it just doesn't feel natural. And so it kind of annoys me when I go through those types of bots. So that's something we try to do the opposite of, is like give it a unique persona, make it sarcastic or like charismatic, make it kind or whatever it is, to kind of make it stand out from the other bots and really blend with that brand personality they're already giving on Instagram and on their site. And then also the interactions, right? Because some of the, like Katy Perry, for example, even though it's cool, like it feels like you're kind of talking to her and like, use this emoji to rate my outfit or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like not that meaningful. So if you can have something that like gives you more information about the user, if you're able to like ask them questions and have them give you answers or whatever it is to make it actually meaningful for you as a business, like that's important data for you. And then for them, they feel like they're sharing more with you, they're getting to know you as a business and feel like, they're kind of going on a journey rather than just random like interactions, sending emojis and stuff. So yeah, I'd say that's my, my opinion on that.